Marvel is a very successful franchise with its movies, comics, and merchandise. There's a lot of good things about it that make people love it. Brawl Stars. Everybody loves it. It's a really fun game. And it's known now for a lot of collaborations. So what am I trying to say? What if we take two successful brands, games, whatever you want to call them, and merge them together? Well, today, I have a decent amount of skins and a limited time brawler for a possible Marvel and Brawl Stars collab. Let's jump right into the video. So the first skin I'm going to mention today is going to be Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man is a very iconic Marvel character, and everybody loves him. And basically, anybody you talk to, even if they don't watch Marvel, I'm guaranteed they're going to know who Spider-Man is. So I wanted a perfect brawler for this character. And I came up with Fang. Now, like I mentioned early on, human characters were hard to put onto, like, robots and creature sort of models. So I think Fang would be perfect for Spider-Man. Even for little details, like the piece of popcorn on his shirt could easily be replaced with a spider. And Spider-Man's suit isn't really complicated with a bunch of different features. So when you put it on to a human body in Brawl Stars, the model's going to be, like, basically the same. So there's not going to be that much complication to it. And honestly, I think that Fang's just a perfect fit for Spider-Man. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. So the next skin I had in mind is for Hulk. Now, Hulk is a very popular superhero. I'm not really sure if he's, like, considered a hero, but you see what I'm trying to say. And I tried to fit the perfect brawler for Hulk, because I know there's a few, shall we say, bigger sized brawlers that would fit his model. And now, I know he's been getting a lot of skins, but I think Surge would be a perfect fit for him. Now, it may be hard with Surge's stages, like, to find the models. Not find, but you know what I'm trying to say. However, in case Surge doesn't get a skin because of the amount of skins he's been getting, I think Frank would be a perfect replacement. Because, again, he's a very huge character that could easily fit Hulk's model. And even if his hammer is like something like a lamppost, like something in the city, I really think this could be a perfect opportunity to give Frank a new skin. Not a new skin, but just show Frank's potential in skins. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for this. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I know this character isn't really huge compared to the other ones, but I wanted a skin for Hawkeye. Now listen, hear me out. The only reason why I'm including Hawkeye into this is because of Bo. Bo is literally the perfect model. Perfect model. Like, I actually looked up a picture of Bo and Hawkeye side by side. Like, Bo's model really can fit because Bo has that mask. Not mask, but he has a hat on top. And that can easily be remodeled for, like, Hawkeye's top, like his mask or whatever he has. And obviously the bow and arrow. Like, even Hawkeye has that, like, same model container for his arrows. Not container, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, that same thing for his arrows. And honestly, he really is just a perfect fit for this skin. And again, he's not the most popular out of all the heroes, but I just couldn't let this opportunity miss out. Okay, so this is the last skin before, like, the ranked Brawl Pass and a limited brawler. So this is the last regular skin. It's going to be for Groot. Again, everybody loves Groot. Who wouldn't, honestly? And obviously, you see where I'm going with this. I think Spike is the perfect brawler for it. Again, he has the perfect model. It may be hard to do, like, Groot's pot, but Spike already has, like, that bottom part of pants or something. So I'm sure they'll be able to figure something out. However, not only that, he's a plant. Like, Spike is a literal cactus, for crying out loud. So Groot is just perfect for this. Not really just for, again, this really isn't, for model purposes perfectly. It's more the fact that Spike's a plant. But the models is pretty similar too. It's just it's like the top half of him where it's like rugged, or whatever word you want to use. But I think Spike is the perfect fit. So now it's time to move into the fun category of skins, like ranked and all that. Let's do this. So to start us off, we obviously have the Brawl Pass skin. Now, again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it was hard to cast human characters into like robots and creatures, like their type of models. So I tried to do my best, and I chose Iron Man Stu. Now, Iron Man obviously is a very iconic character, and that's the normal part of the skin. But the fact that Stu, I know people are probably questioning why I chose Stu. Well, he is a robot, Stu. Although he's not the perfect model because he has a wheel for a foot. I really think that Stu will work well because there's a lot of skins, like collaborations we've had in the past where they've had to remodel. Like, for example, look at Mr. Krabs' Tick from the SpongeBob event. Let's be honest, that skin's like, it definitely has a more complicated and different model than the actual Tick, but still looks really well. So I really feel like they will be able to work something out with the same case for Iron Man and Stu. And now, the main reason, the hard part coming up with the Brawl Pass, I was trying to think of what brawler would be good for chromatic skins and all that. In the movies, you see Iron Man has a lot of, like, test suits, sort of, and a lot of different prototypes. So it doesn't have to be exactly like that, but it could be something like, it could be like a gray version of the suit. And then it really could just be like a chromatic skin, like blue, pink, or whatever. But I do think Iron Man with Iron Man having a lot of prototypes, suits, the chromatic skins would work for this. And really, Iron Man is just the perfect character for the Brawl Pass skin. So now it's time to move on to the next one. So this one, I'm really doing this for, like, meme purposes. However, it really could be a thing. For the ranked skin, and again, there's no reason why I made this the ranked skin. I just needed a skin, and I think this is fun enough. Wolverine kit. Now listen, why would a rough, aggressive hero like Wolverine be on a cat? And that's exactly why I'm doing it. Honestly, this would be really funny to see in-game. The fact that Wolverine would be a cat. Would the model work well? Probably not. It would probably just be Kit in Wolverine's suit, just with a little bit of remodeling so it doesn't look too much like a cat. But even the in-game effects. Like, Kit already scratches. Like, the main attack, you see the scratching animation. So the Wolverine effects really could work well. And same thing with the model and all that. So, like, with all the meme part aside, this really could be a good skin, and I can definitely see it happening in this event. But that's really all I have to say for Wolverine Kit. And now, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. The limited time brawler. Now, don't worry. I tried not to make this as, shall we say, like Buzz Lightyear, with all the modes overpowered in each mode. So I tried to make it obviously a unique play style, but it's not too complicated. And this brawler is going to be Captain America. Now, Captain America is like one of the first heroes that was brought into the cinematic universe of Marvel. And honestly, the main reason why I made a limited time brawler is because I couldn't think of a character for a Captain America skin. Because of his shield, it just made it really hard. Now, obviously, there's going to be that one person in the comments who says the perfect brawler for it. But either way, it brought me to the conclusion that Captain America would make a perfect brawler. So here's how it's going to work. So his main attack is going to be like him punching or something. Because, now honestly, at first I made his main attack his shield. But I realized that would be perfect for a super. I'll explain that in a second. So his main attack, really, I don't really know exactly how it would work, but I think it would be something like him punching or something, like using his fists. I know I said something a lot, but the main attack really caught me off guard because the main thing is his shield, so that had to be a super. But his main attack, would be something like just punching. It doesn't have to be completely short range like El Primo or Edgar, but something to do with his fist, I think would be fine. Now his super. I want it to be a unique sort of way, like sort of similar to how Carl's main attack, it goes, like it returns to him. Because when you ever watch a movie with Captain America, you see he throws his shield and it ricochets off enemies and goes back to him. So obviously I wanted that to be incorporated too. But I didn't know if I wanted it to be exactly like Carl's. So maybe it could be something like a small rotation, like you throw it towards the left and then it circles around to the right. And any enemy that's in that radius will get hit. Or it could be something like Fang Super, you throw it and then it could like ricochet off, like within a certain range if there's enemies, it could hit them. Just something like that I think would be perfect. And again, it was hard to come up with an actual brawler mechanic. But his hypercharge, there's nothing really else to it. It's just, I don't know why I said hypercharge. The super, I think that's perfect. But like what I just said, the hypercharge isn't going to be anything that changes his super. It's just going to be buffs like Buzz Lightyear. But that is it for the limited time brawler. And that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really love Marvel and obviously Brawl Stars. So this was just really fun to come up with. And even if it doesn't happen, this was really fun to make. And all the skins, Brawl Pass, chromas, like everything, every part of it was just really fun to make. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. I'm your buddy Eddie, and I'll see you in the next one.